Hi everyone, my name is Brooke Santos and today I'm going to be showing you how to make an origami box. So this skill can seem kind of silly to do, but it's really helpful when you are a babysitter. So I have been working with kids as a babysitter, as a camp counselor, and then a full-time nanny for a couple years for a couple different families actually. And this can be really helpful when you are out of ideas. You're home from the beach, home from camp, home from a lesson, and they don't really have anything else to do. It's not quite time for dinner. Parents aren't coming home for a while. Out of board games, they can't have any TV time. This can be super helpful. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take a white sheet of paper or any sheet of paper. A lot of times I have the kids color on it, so their boxes are very colorful. It can be really cool, and they can color it while you're making it as well. Or while they're making it, you guys can both color. So the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna take your piece of paper, it can be any old printer paper, and you're gonna want some scissors. Now with origami, you're not really supposed to cut or rip, but we're gonna cheat a little bit today just because it's a lot easier for the kids to make it when they cut. So you're gonna first take one of the corners, you're gonna fold it over, and you want it to be flat against the other side. You're making a big triangle because you are supposed to, the only way you can make this is if it's a box, if it's a complete perfect square. It doesn't matter the dimensions. So if you have like a smaller piece of paper, you can really make it with any piece of paper you have. You just have to cut it so that it is a box. It has equal sides. So you're gonna fold that over. You're gonna take your scissors and you're gonna cut right along this folded line. And that's a really fun trick. I'm sure lots of your art teachers have taught you. So we're gonna cut right perfectly there, making sure you're cutting carefully so that it can be as straight as possible. And it's okay if it's not perfect. It's all right if you don't have that perfect box or perfect square shape. You just want it to be as close as possible. Once you have made these a couple times, it becomes pretty easy. All right, so you just cut that off. Now you have your perfect square. You're gonna unfold this and see now you have this line in the middle. You wanna make this into an X. So take this corner and you're gonna fold it over to the one across from it. Right here. And so you make that X. So you're gonna be doing a lot of folding and basically turning this small square into a grid so it's easy for you to see where you're supposed to cut. So there we go, and then you're gonna unfold it. Now you have your perfect X. Now you're gonna take each of the corners, take the point, and you're gonna make it kiss the middle of the X. That's what my kindergarten teacher used to say, make those corners kiss. Go all the way to the middle. Have it right in the, have the point hit the middle of the X. Now, if you guys have ever made a fortune teller, I know I did a lot in junior high and elementary school, where you have the little thing, you can go like this, and you have the colors on them and it tells you your fortune. Like I know that I would make them and I'd put the fortunes as, you know, today the teacher's gonna pass out candy, stuff like that. It's kind of similar making this, but it's a lot more steps. And you end up having obviously a different shape. So now that you made all of your corners kiss the center of your X, you're gonna have it unfold it, looks a little like this. Take each of the corners again, fold it to the new crease that you just made right here. And you're gonna do it on each of the corners. Now this also is something that is super easy for your kids to do if you're out at a restaurant. So if they don't have any coloring books, you're kind of scrambling to get your kids to do something. This is really simple and easy and it takes up time. If you bring multiple sheets of paper, they can make a bunch of them. All right, so you already fold them together. Next step, you're gonna take each of the corners again and you're gonna fold it all the way to the fourth line down. So not one, not two, not three, fourth line down. You're gonna do it on every single one so that you can make your grid. So if you have graph paper, this also can be really easy to do, especially wider graph paper so the boxes aren't too small. Just like that. And this is also fun to make when you're an adult too. You're an adult, I still do this just for fun if I'm needing to, you know, watch something for school or if I'm just kind of hanging out at home. I tend to get really easily distracted, and having something to do with my hands helps me stay focused on what I'm listening to. All right, so this is how it should look. It's gonna be kind of like a grid. Now this is the tricky part, and this is when you're gonna need your scissors again. So you wanna focus on, doesn't matter if it's this way or this way, you're going to pick the 2 columns in the middle, right here, 2 columns of boxes, just like this. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to each corner. There's 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're gonna use your scissors and you're gonna cut 2 boxes in. So you're gonna cut from here to here, here to here. And you're gonna do that on either side of the columns, right here, here to here, and then here to here. And I'll show you what that looks like when we're done, all right? Yep, you're gonna cut right like this. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, but try. I know I am not perfect at making perfect cut lines. If you are good at wrapping presents, I'm sure you are much better at this than me. Making it all the way down. I cut a little too far on the second one, but that's okay. Just making sure that you are creating the bottom of your box in the middle of this sheet. That's gonna be the base. Cut either sides. You can also rip it if you want to. That's what I normally do. But I think using scissors will help kids a little easier so they're not trying to rip it and then they end up ripping the whole thing. So the next thing you're gonna do, you have your box now, it kind of looks like this. You're gonna take either side, these 2 right here, the ones that my fingers are holding, fold them to the middle so that the 2 corners kiss, just like this, they touch. And then you're gonna take it again and you're gonna fold it up, just like so. You're gonna fold it to the middle so that you're folding it twice. So now you're not just making creases, now you're actually creating the box. So it should look like this. See your 2 flaps, or just like that. Next part you're gonna do is, gets a little tricky, and sometimes with the kids it can be hard to do, so if you wanna do it for them, that's also helpful. Take these 2 flaps, fold it in, just like so. Fold them together. You're gonna put it in. So you're making a straight, flat line like that. All right, and then you're gonna take this flap right here, fold it over again, crease right like this. So it should look like that. You just folded it all the way over. Then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side so you can complete your box. It doesn't matter which little triangle you tuck in, and you don't even need to tuck it in. This is just, you wanna make that flat surface so that you can easily fold over your long flap you made. And then you are done. You made your bottom of your box. Now, if you want to make a complete one, you can make 2 and you can stick it kind of inside of each other. So this one might go better this way. So now it's 1. And what I do a lot with the kids, I live near the water, so I'll take the kids to the beach and whatever treasures they find, seashells, sea glass, I'll put it in here. We'll label it so-and-so's treasure box. So this is a really fun thing to make with your kids, and it's pretty simple to make. And you can kind of dress it up or dress it down however you like. But yeah, so this is how you make your origami boxes. Super helpful when you're babysitting. So thank you guys.